Good morning, YouTube. Lofty's here at the Taramangana. Look at that sky behind me. Look at that sky. It's beautiful. I'll turn round and I'll freeze. It is bitter. It is absolutely freezing. That's the Taramangana behind us. It's a lovely place. It's a mixture of old and new. It's a bit like a posh Premier Inn with old-fashioned plumbing. Does that make sense? Well, that's the way it is. Anyway, I'm absolutely froze. It's 2 degrees. And it's not going to warm up till 6 degrees till 10 o'clock, and it's probably going to get to about 15 by the afternoon. So we've got quite a challenging route today to Zaragoza, and quite a cold route by the looks of it. I've just been down to the garage. I've got my heated gloves and my heated vest out and my Pertex liner, so I'm going to stick as much on as I can. I don't think I'll put my waterproof jacket on unless I have to stop and it gets cold. But look at this. This is Spain. Even when it's cold, it's beautiful. Anyway, we had a cracking meal. We went to... I better turn it on. Anyway, we had a cracking meal. Superb. We went into the town. It was just a little taberna bar, nothing special. And we all had different things. I had a bit like a Venus schnitzel thing with iberico ham and pork and whatever. And cheese. It was ever so nice. I really must say the food's been superb. The company's great. We're all going on the Seven Amigos, the Magnificent Seven, all riding different bikes, all from different backgrounds. And to be fair, we're having a good time. We're all happy. We're all friendly, and we're all going on. So I'm going to pop to breakfast now. I'll catch you up here en route. I'll see you in a minute. Lovely hotel, nice place. Yeah, there is definitely, when you're in the shade, it's quite chilly indeed, but as soon as you get in the sun, it's not bad at all. It's warmed up quite quick, because when I came out earlier on, it was bloody freezing. Of course, Cuenca is famous for its old buildings up on the gorge by the bridge. But I'm hoping Steve's going to take us up that way to actually take a look. It's the gang. They're all here. There's an extra layer. Everyone's got an extra layer on today. The waterproofs have appeared. Graham's got his waterproof on. Ashley's got his waterproof on. Jeremy's got his waterproof on. I've put my heated vest on. It's not plugged in, but it's on. And I've put my thicker gloves on today. My pinky were cold yesterday morning. Okay, so let's have a roll call, let's have a check. We're on some fairly boring roads, so I'll fill you all in. The actual true temperature once we left the garage and got rolling is 6 degrees. 6 degrees. It is quite chilly, but very, very sunny. The destination today is Zaragoza, and the Hotel Central. Looks quite nice, I'll show it you when we get there, of course. It's 265 kilometres. 4 hours and 1 minute, so it's not a long ride today. We had a very long ride yesterday. We was in the saddle for bloody hours and hours, but today not too bad. It's coming up as a 2 o'clock arrival, so a bit of luck, we'll be there for 3:30. We can have a bit of a look round and a shower and relax, so that's not bad at all, is it? We're just going through this town. We're on the N320. I think, to be fair, it's a road we follow most of the way there. There's not really a lot of alternatives. There's only one or two, but they all eventually end up on the same road. It's your typical big city to big city ride, and that's the way it is. But we've all, like I say, we've all put an extra layer on today because it was all cold yesterday when we got rolling once, but we got up to about 60 mile an hour on some of them mountain passes and we absolutely froze. So we've all put thicker gloves on and we've all put an extra layer on, so we should be okay. I'm looking forward to it. And once we clear this town, the road should open up quite nicely. Anyway, okay, so we're rolling then, YouTube. We're on the N320. I've come to my sat nav for about another 5 kilometres. We've caught up with a bit of local traffic. There we go, the old NT picked its skirts up like a good un. Always nice to get an overtaking. You don't get to do many in Spain. There's that little traffic on the side roads, the A roads, the B roads, whatever roads you're on, there's that little traffic. It's quite novel when you get an overtake that you feel like obliged to do it. Does that sound daft? Now how wonderful is that? I'm not exactly sure what the drift will pick up because I can't zoom in or anything, but it's absolutely drop dead, isn't it? Look at that. Fabulous. Okay, YouTube, we've changed roads. Yep, we're on the CM210. That's the CM210. And this road we're actually going to be on it for 78 kilometres. Looks fairly interesting. You'd call it your typical flowing A road by the looks of it. Although that was an A road we came off. That was the N320. This is a little bit more obscure, but quite a decent surface. And we're rolling quite well. We've got 3 boys in front and 3 boys behind. I'm Piggy in the middle. So here we go, we're going to start climbing out of the town. There we've got 5 or 6 kilometres of lovely twisty roads through the gorges. We actually blew a hole in the rock here, look at this. It's like being back in the Picos. Not for me, but I should imagine there are rock climbers who'd fancy having a go at it. I would imagine it's a naturally formed gorge. I hope that some of you viewers out there can put something in the comments and tell us where it is and how it was formed. It'd be very interesting. into the shade and into the sun. I was going to turn the camera off, but every time I go around another corner, the views are just so spectacular. I'm leaving it on. Okay, so we've actually come to the top of the valley now. We've got this beautiful place called Beteta. Same thing, it's honed into the rock face with a big, well, I think it's a church or a chapel on the top. Very pretty. We're going to put some petrol in. We haven't put none in this morning because we did it late yesterday afternoon. So we've got a petrol station and hopefully we'll get a cup of coffee. I'll see you in a minute. It's a local joke with the horn. Here we are, we're all here. 95 plum. Okay, here we are. We're in a quaint little village of Beteta. We put some petrol in at the bottom, and Steve did a quick recce up here to find the calf. Graham's had the same idea as me. Pretty little town. Anyway, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we're in Beteta. Beteta, here's the calf. We've got a nice little calf here. Someone's just coming out having another coffee. We've got one coming, so here it is. How about that? Beautiful. Got a couple of bikes parked there. Is the mayor's office? Ring the bells. This was 1940, is it up something there? The chimney. There's the beautiful NT, surrounded by all this German rubbish. So, Beteta, bit of history there. So it's all in Spanish. I'll get Steve to read that and hopefully we'll get a bit of a look-see on it. So here we go. These are the lads with the cameras out. I hope they're all taking suitable photographs for the photograph albums. Here we go, let's have a butcher's. What have we got?
Big ox that goes in front of you when you do the video. It's typical.
Look at that. That's the big factory there we came past. We came through the valley over there and down. You can't actually see the valley we came through. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous it is, gorgeous, bloody gorgeous. Yeah, I'll show you the person who's doing some moaning here. This is Mr. Moaning Graham.
Well,
he's had a lovely morning.
When you get a 6'7" tall lofty biker stand right in front of your video, you think, what the heck?
He's very photogenic, isn't he? He's very good on camera. The reason we've stopped here is because he didn't fill his petrol tank up yesterday. But if you look down there, can you see those Indian teepees? How fascinating is that?
That's where we're staying tonight.
I'm not sure what they are. There's a big history board around there. We'll have to get Steve to read it so as we know exactly what it's all about. Fascinating. I think it's got something to do with the the Second World War around the 1940ish. Oh, he's got something else. It's all in Spanish though.
They weren't in the Second World War. They weren't in the Second World War.
What, they didn't play? When did the War of Independence end?
They were 1937 to about 1939.
Well, there's a thing up there, 1940s. Anyway, these are the two educated members of the group. And there's Jeremy. He said, those of you who watch Teapot One, Jeremy's a regular on the Teapot One tours. He had to wear the you had to wear the bib of shame one day, didn't you?
My indicators wouldn't turn off. I kept forgetting to turn the indicators off.
They've got self-cancelling indicators on most BMWs, but for some reason...
Yamaha.
Oh, he was on his Super Tenere, sorry. The Super Tenere wouldn't turn its indicators off. Teapot made him wear the bib of shame. How embarrassing, eh? Anyway, we're going to have a coffee. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so we've had a wonderful cup of tea, a cup of coffee, relax, take a few photos. Beteta, nice little town, lovely little cap, very friendly. Super duper friendly. Have a look at this. Anyway, we're going to get back on the route to Zaragoza. Steve was chatting to a couple of blokes who says this area is very, very popular of a weekend with motorcycles. There's some really good routes in the area and they come in their droves to play on them. Okay, I've put the camera back on for a while. This is still on the same road, the CM210. It's a cracking road. The surface has deteriorated a bit, but it reminds me so much of the Picos. Beautiful rock formations. You have to be careful, there's been a lot of lorries on this road. So when you're on right-handers, it's always best to sort of err on the side of caution and not be too far out into the middle of the road. Because when they come round, they tend to come round on your side. Dodging the bits of crappy road. I'm towards the rear now, as you can see. I've only got Malk behind me. Got 5 boys up in front. Need a look at them for a bit. Oh, look at the sketchy road surface here. You wouldn't really want to be batting on and taking advantage and trying to turn in on some of this sketchy stuff, because it would really unbalance the bike and pitch it and buck it about. We're sticking to a nice steady 75 to 85 kilometres. We've seen bits of rock fall. There's a sign there as it happens. Some of these do overhang a little bit, as you can see. But it's so pretty. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Just look at it, look at this. It's a cracking road, this is. It's the CM210. It's a bit sketchy, the surface. Like I say, you get like 4 to 5 kilometres of beautiful, pristine, brand new tarmac. Then you get 4 to 5 kilometres of chopped up horribleness. And then you get something in between. So you do have to be careful, you have to be mindful. But it's gorgeous. Can you see it on the sat-nav? Lovely twisty route. I think this is the problem. There's a lot of heavy goods using this road. And they tend to, when it's hot in the summer, the heat of the lorries tends to burn the top layer off and really sort of put I'll get that right in a second, indentations, or well, they make the carriageway surface extremely undulating, as you can see. It's good fun. I should imagine if you got something like a 890 Supermoto or something, people would struggle to keep up with you around here. You don't need a sports bike. Surface is not good enough for a sports bike, and your head's down too low. You want something more sit up and beg, but something with a really agile chassis so you can change your lines easy, move around a bit more. It's good fun. It's a complete contrast to yesterday's long flowing bends and flatness, whereas today's very undulating and lots of twisty turnies. This is great fun. Climbing again, 1190. The one thing we did check this morning was the altitude of Zaragoza. Zaragoza is only 260 odd metres, so sooner or later we're going to start heading down. I'm not sure when. It's about 170, 180 kilometres from here to Zaragoza, so we're obviously crossing this mountain range, and then we'll drop down the other side. I'm not sure what to expect yet, but this is great fun. Have a look at the view. Oh, amazing views. The terrain's changed again. The trees have gone. All of a sudden we just come over the top and no trees. The village on the right. The surface has improved. Unbelievable. I'm going to leave the camera on, it looks nice down here. When you're on roads like this, you just appreciate how fabulous the DCT is. I know it's got its detractors and its haters, but it makes riding so easy. You just put your feet on the pegs, you mess about with your floppy paddles to your heart's content. How good's this? Anyway, we're going to drop down into a town by the looks of it. We've got a road change. Oh yes, that doesn't disappoint, does it? Woohoo, look at it! I'm not sure what you're picking up, but that's wonderful castle. Big town, big town. Gorgeous, gorgeous views. We're just reining the pace back a little bit now as we approach the town. That's pretty spectacular, isn't it? I'm going to get the name in a sec. Molina de Aragon. How about that? Molina de Aragon. The roads round here between here and where we stayed last night are absolutely superb. Put this one on your list. The N210. We're stopping for coffee. It's Molina de Aragon. What a beautiful place. I'm ever so sorry I can't get a picture of the castle from here, but I'm hoping you picked it up on the way down the hill. It was absolutely gorgeous. It's a lovely place. Anyway, we found a cafe. I don't know what we're going to have. We'll have something. No doubt our superb linguist can sort us some snap out. This is, let me show it you. This is the bar Refrigo. And these the boys, they've got a seat. Yes, please. What do you reckon to this then? We stopped in the middle of nowhere. Little tiny cafe. Doesn't look nothing for outside. We've had a pork sandwich. Cop a look at this. Have a look at that.
I haven't heard anything whether
pork sandwich.
Be asked to bid again for this.
Cafe Americano. Don't get better than that, does it? See you later. Molina de Aragon in the notebooks. Okay, YouTube, so we've had a bit of lunch and we've cleared the castle and everywhere, and the road's starting to open up now. We're still at around 1100 metres, but it's started to straighten out a little bit, and I think we're actually on our way down slowly. It's 130 kilometres, around 2 hours to Zaragoza. So I'm just giving you a bit of a view and a bit of a catch up. We've got a little town here coming up to, I'm not sure exactly what it's called. Here we go, so the trees have gone, the mountains have gone, and we've got open pasture land. Totally different, isn't it? The different faces of Spain. Anyway, we're away. Road surface is improved. That's Ashley just up in front of me, and the boys are up in front of him. There we go. Anyway, we're rock and rolling. We're on this road for 43 kilometres. The CM213, I believe it is. CM213. Look at the views to the right. I think that's a resi of some sort. It's superb. I've got to share this with you. So we're going from mountain outcrop to mountain outcrop, and we're at 1,040 metres. Fabulous. It's warmed up a little bit, so we'll just, yeah, it's 11 degrees. Massive, massive difference. It was 5 degrees when we left the hotel. It's 11 degrees, and we've got about 100 kilometres to go. I'm having a wonderful time. I'll speak to you later. So here we are, YouTube. We've just come into the end of that big, massive plains, and you can see we've got a castle at the top to protect the valleys from the invaders from the south. How fascinating. Brilliant, isn't it, really? Look at that for a view. Just slow into the bend. See if we can give you a better view. Look at that. There's the road down there. Nice twisty road, we're going that way. This looks quite exciting, doesn't it? So I'll just give you a roll call. We've got Steve leading, followed by Graham, Tim on the 125 Ducati, Jeremy, Ashley, me and Uncle Malcolm bringing up the rear. He likes to be at the back, Uncle Malcolm. He likes to let us go and then give it a bit of thrashing, a burn up. It's the way he likes to ride, but it's all good fun. But this is great, isn't it? I'd give the road surface about a 6.5, 7. It's had some overbanding and patching, but it's okay. Here we go, round the bend. Cutty back in. Yeah, this is one of the better daytime trips we've had actually. It's been consistently good roads, twisties. Like I say, we've come from Cuenca, heading to Zaragoza, and it's not disappointing at all, has it? We've got 10 kilometres of twisties again now. About 90 odd K to go, so it's only 60 odd mile away. Beautiful, isn't it? Look at the views. Give it a view of this. Cobbled streets, castellated, gated entrance. The Spanish flags and the Canton flags flying. How good's this? Inside the city walls. Oh yes, there is one. Have a look at this. This looks a bit newer, mind. Lovely old building, the first. Look at that, superb. Old stone on the bottom, bricks on the top. And then they've got the gated exit. Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. We've got about 60 kilometres to go. We're back on the N320. Or is it 330? Could be the N330. Leading us in, we've got the motorway more or less running sort of parallel. This is the old road which we've linked up with on the run down into Zaragoza. Okay, I'll put the cameras on just to show you the terrain. It's very, very windy here. And then you see the windmills up on the top of the hills. There's thousands of them. But can you see how the hills and the mountains have been sculptured by the wind? It's quite fascinating how it's changed the shapes. I'm hoping that's coming out on the camera. There's even more windmills over to the left. Same sort of shaped rocks. Anyway, I thought I'd show you that. I'll see you as we get closer to the town, because it's a real nasty side wind at the moment. Here we are on the outskirts of Zaragoza. Fantastic. We're taking a left turn at the island, and we are exactly 5.2 kilometres from our destination, 14 minutes till the arrival. We're straight on at the first lights, straight on at the second lights, and there's the hotel, the one with the blue cube on top. We're nearly there. Keep right. I think the entrance is just past that white van. Right, we're here. Well done, Steve. Great ride. Okay, folks, we're here. The Hotel Central. So, we'll check ourselves in. I'll give you a look at the room in a sec. See you in a minute. Okay, so here we are. At the Central. And down the ramp. Underground parking. How about that in the big city? Okay, YouTube. We're in the Central. The Hotel Central. This is my room. I'm in 317. Let's turn it around for you. 317. Here we go. I've had to put my coat in the wardrobe, so I'll just shut the wardrobe for a sec for you. In we come. We're on the third floor, of course. 317. This is my room. Here it is. It's a family room, I believe. It's got bunk beds in here as well, so not to worry. It's a nice big bed. It's functionable. Fairly nice. Oh, there's a mini bar. So we'll look at the window, see what we've got. Big city. Look at these places. What must it have been like in COVID when you was locked in these places? Amazing. Anyway, I'll shut the curtains. Bit of artwork. I've chucked my stuff down any quick. So we'll look at the bathroom. Go. Slide it in. Oh, there we go. Electric. We've got lights. They've all come on. So the bathroom. Oh, it is a bath as well. Pretty functional. We've got a toilet, bidet, sink, hairdryer, glasses, vanity mirror. That's okay, isn't it? I'm going to have a quick shower. That's what I'm going to do. So there we are, the Hotel Central. We're here for 4 nights. 4 nights all in, so I'll let you know what it's like. We've got breakfast booked, and I'll see you in a while when I'm downstairs. I'll show you around the hotel. Okay, we're in downtown Zaragoza. It reminds me a bit of Vitoria-Gasteiz. It's a bloody big city with lots of streets and some places are open, some places ain't though. But anyway, we found this place. It's called Chicago. It's Chicago. The Chicago Cafe Bar. The temperature's dropped a little bit, so there's not that many people sitting outside. But you get inside, it's like a mother's meeting. There's a big gang of girls over here. They're all chatting. They're all having a good time. It's quite noisy. And then there's a big gang of lads over here. Anyway, we've ordered a beer. We don't know what we're doing for food, but we've ordered a beer and we're all happy boys and girls. I'll let you know what we're eating later on.